Hi, here I am again, this time crocheting and not knitting. I gave up making slippers for a little while to go into granny squares and see what I'm going to make with the granny squares. Nice and colorful. Now, have you ever heard of spool, S-P-O-O-L, knitting? And that is where it's made with a wooden thread holder. That's how it started about 1900 or so in the United States. What you did after your mother was done with her thread, you took the spool and hammered 4 nails at one end. Kept a nail, so if you had yarn or thread, you need the nail to pull over. Now, if you want to see how it's done, go on your computer and put in spool knitting. There are a lot of places that, like on eBay, they sell all these devices from $8 to almost $30. But different shapes, different pictures, and so forth. The main thing is, it's a lot of fun. The kids started this many years ago. Instead of with their cell phones and their games and all that stuff, they had projects. Now this is a spool that was bought right here. That's all wood. And you can make different colors. And what they show you on there, you can braid them together for a table decoration. Or you might get a smaller spool like this one. And look at these colors. People make jewelry, like necklaces and things like that. You will find a lot of ideas if you look it up on the internet. They do have one place that really has good instructions that you can follow to start this and do it. Now this is a fun thing. May not look like much, but there's a lot of items you can make. And it keeps the kids busy also, instead of what they're doing nowadays. I remember in our day, we started with stuff like this, if we were fortunate to have some yarn. Then we went into knitting. I didn't learn to crochet until much later. But the knitting, scarves and things like that. And then, of course, we played alley, alley baseball, or double dutch, jump rope, and regular jump rope and double jump rope. Let's see, kick the can, hide and seek, and all this fun stuff. We didn't have to take exercise classes. We could eat whatever we wanted if we had the food to eat or the candy, which most of the time we didn't. And we got our exercise by riding a bicycle, by getting ice skates, or going someplace where we could get used ice skates for 50 cents or so. But nowadays, kids are not as healthy as they used to be. And they're not as talented with crafts. I know a few young ladies, college age, that do make their own scarves and their own sweaters. And they are exercising their hands. They will not be crippled up with arthritis in their older days. Try this. Find, if you can't afford one of these spools like this, which I'm sure you can, then just make one. Oh, I forgot, they don't have wooden thread anymore. I mean, not wooden thread, but thread on wooden spools anymore. It's all plastic or styrofoam. But try it, you'll like it. And the kids find it great fun because, like I say, go to the computer. There's many things you can make with this stuff.